been a long time since I played this game. And actually been doing this, so it's good to be back. So let's start off with something a little interesting, shall we? And actually, just to let you know, this game is called Rollercoaster Tycoon. It's an older game, which is I don't know. Hasn't been played in, or I haven't played in a while. Not since everything fell out. Or you know what I mean. Pretty much everything just fell apart when it came to the recording thing. So, now that I'm back, now I'm just going to do something on my computer. Might as well start off with this. Oh, I can't do that. Bummer. So used to Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 almost. But yeah, they streamlined it in 2. I've never tried 3. My sister, on the other hand, oh my goodness, she has tried it and she loves it. So, yeah. And so that way the customers do not go very far. Stop here. Stop them from going everywhere. And this is the expansion pack, by the way. This is not the actual first Rollercoaster Tycoon. This is the expansion, with all the expansion packs and all that great stuff. So now I'm just doing some minor modifications. Just to see what happens. Let's see. Oh, a remote amusement park cannot be without a merry-go-round. Always put the inspection on for 10 minutes. With a mechanic very close. That's my opinion, though. And what do you know? I forgot to put a path there. Alright. And that's one thing that I've noticed is that when I look on YouTube for games, this is one of the very few that I don't know, what was the last time I ever looked for Rollercoaster Tycoon? Probably a good while. But this is one of the few games that anybody ever plays. And actually people still like. Which is nice. I like older games sometimes just because the new games, they just don't have the prestige. I guess not prestige. I guess they don't have what the old games have nowadays. Or used to. So, yeah. And to those who are new to my channel, and also to those who are familiar with my channel, thank you for actually sticking around. I appreciate it, I really do. Because without you, I cannot do this. Even though this is coming literally out of my pocket, but doesn't matter. It does not matter at all, really, it does not. Because if you're enjoying watching my videos, then you know what? I can't complain. I really can't. But one thing eventually I will do, guaranteed I will get Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. Just, well, because it's a game, and I would rather learn how to play... Well, not learn, no, I would rather play every game, almost every game that's possibly been made. In other words, games that... Well, games within preference. I think that works. Everybody has to have their own preference towards games, and anybody, even if it's someone who doesn't play video games. It's strange, but trust me. If you're into shooters, play shooters. If you're into adventure games, play adventure games. Now, if you're into action adventure games, then, well, you know. Either way. And also, I've also gotten into, found two people who would be more than interested in playing games in the well, with me, and oh, he wants to be read, and oh, he cut his grass. So we're going to do pretty much play games and just do commentaries with them. But we're going to do mostly on the Xbox rather than any other game system. But on occasion we will play on certain game consoles where it requires them all on one console. So yeah, we're going to get into it eventually, but right now we're just getting started. And right now it's in the production of making them right now. So, with a little bit of time, we will get to it. Well, no, it's not we, more me. Because I'm the one doing it, but right now it's great because now we have two recording devices, so I can give one to one of them. And then we can get another one eventually, and we can just put it all onto oh, we got a new ride. Cool. We can all put it onto either my channel or when they decide to establish their own channels. Which they already have their own, but they haven't put any videos on yet. So that's what's mostly it. They are commenting? Oh, how dare they. You think we're cheap? Is that it? Well, of course we're cheap. We're supposed to make it affordable for you. Of course we're here to make money, just not in the manner you think. I like to keep my things equal. Oh, goodness. Yeah, when they start hurting like that, you gotta be careful. Pause. I like to keep things very equal. In other words, 5 or 10, something like that. Now, if it was moved from 5 to 10, it does not matter. I personally don't care. Money's not about everything. No, that's not what I meant. Not everything's about money. That's what I meant. This will be for the information kiosk later on. But until then, I'm just going to put... Oh, I can't... No, I can't do that either. Oh, crap. Oh, snap. Oh, that works perfectly. Yeah. Just put some... I do it always do it like this. I mean, if people do it all the time like this, then guess what? I'm not alone. See-through rides. Now that's one thing that kind of wonders me is why did why did the company, or Hasbro or something like that, or whatever company made this game, decided to keep going down? Why did they decide to stop at Rollercoaster Tycoon 3? Because I personally have seen it while my sister plays it, and it looks amazing. I mean, seriously, it looks really good. So I don't understand why. Why did they stop? Unless, of course, the company just kind of went under and they decided, oh, no, we're not going to do this anymore. And that's understandable. It's kind of like Ensemble Studios almost, except Microsoft pulled the plug on them. Which kind of is irritating, especially when they made the Age of Empires series, which is something I'm going to be playing and commentating about later. Or later on. It's one of those really good games that probably some people like to play. I think 22 feet's good enough. Always start off with a good wooden roller coaster. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have enough money. Oh well. I'm gonna build a really big roller coaster. It's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be really nice. Straight down. And nearly hit the water. Or is that meters? I don't know. I can't seem to figure out. Is that meters or... And if someone does know, please just leave a comment. I seriously have no idea. I know I'm off cue, but it's like, meh. I try. I really can't go without a merry-go-round in my amusement park at all. It's no fun without it. Now, I guarantee this roller coaster works. We'll see what happens. Oh dear. It's gonna get a little close. Oh. Not close enough. I usually try to make roller coasters as long as possible, but without really causing too much problems. And I understand that, yeah, sometimes I remain very consistent. Or not, well, I'm very repetitive. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm very repetitive when it comes down to it, especially with wooden roller coasters, because they're very, what's the right word to put it? Very bland when it comes down to overall design. There's not very many features in them. And I mean, they're great roller coasters, but it's just no, they're just too bland. Not much that you can really do with them, other than the fact that they're roller coasters. But they're just really bland. Maybe a little further. How about a picture? Whoops. That's going to be a little bit of a issue. Oops. No, that's not what I want. No, still don't want that. That's going to be not good enough. Well, this should be interesting. And voila. Not perfect, but it works. Now we get the fun... Oh, I guess I'll build that first. More rides means more money. Yep. The logic is there. I usually just try to fill every nook and cranny I can get. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not going to work. That's where the food plaza is going to be. Or the food court, as I call it. Fashion tips. Oh, yes. When it comes to the food court... Yeah, I don't know. It's a Jeff Foxworthy that I have no idea how to come up with. I don't know. 5? Unlimited? Well, that sucks. Extend his... Oh, no. We're gonna sack you. And that's where I kind of think maybe the developers who made this game were in England, maybe, or Australia, because only Australians and English say sack. And plus, it sounds it sounds a little more hilarious just to say it, because instead of saying "oh, you're fired," it's like "I'm gonna sack you." It's like saying it's like you're gonna get a bag of something and just whack them with it. I think that's kind of funny, but at the same time, that's a matter of opinion. We'll go this way. We'll change. We're gonna have just a plain entrance. Nothing fancy, just simple. Let's see if we can lower the amount of cars. Okay, let's see how that works. Get that inspected as soon as possible while we test this sucker out. And then we get to name it something special. Turn the camera. This is probably going to be a very fast roller coaster. But it's really funny though. My sister and I always got into this kind of not grudge match, but we always kind of were competing against each other to see who had the best roller coaster whatsoever. She makes some of the most gnarliest roller coasters in the world. Well, in my mind, they were the most gnarliest things you can find. Whereas mine, they were kind of practical. But the funny thing is, hers just attracted so many people. It was just like, good grief. And this roller coaster and her roller coasters were just ridiculous, whereas mine were just simply practical and simple. And it was just good grief. But it was it was just a funny thing, just to see that all these people were coming to ride her roller coaster in her games, and of course mine were well, that's gonna be a little slow. I'm not even sure if it's gonna make it. Ah, crap. Back to the drawing board. Let's see if we can just do it backwards. Nope. Nope. Ugh. Well, that works. No. Up, and away. Yeah. Okay, this should be very, very interesting how to get this sucker in here. Yeah, this is somewhat turning into a nightmare almost. But this always works too. Sports. Of course, that really confuses the crap out of me. Oh, perfect. That makes it so much easier. Now we get to try it again. But anyway, basically that is what my sister and I got into at one point. Is when, as I said, she built a roller coaster, I built a roller coaster, people go for her gnarly, really nauseous, thrilling roller coasters. Mine, of course, they would go for mine, but mine was just more simply built. And hers was just crazy. But nowadays, she builds probably the most practical roller coasters there are. And I'm still doing exactly what I usually do. So, yeah. Ooh, oh. Yeah, I need to change that. Maximum funding, indeed. Hey, I always go with that stuff. And the verdict, not bad. And we'll put those there and that, and voila. Should put a profit of 50 cents. And what will we call it? I think we'll call it, well, the usual whiplash. Mainly because it's simple and... Really? Anyway. Whatever. Just leave it the way it is. Our first $1,000. Just need to find a customer. Normally I don't care, but right now it's kind of like, why not? Keep it at 10. Alright, just gotta see how much of his area that he does. Oh, he does not much. So we'll cut off that area so that way customers don't go too far in. Oh wow, geez. Just raise it up about about 50 cents. Merry-go-round and Ferris wheel, they'll be fine. Scrambled eggs, nah. Got a little sidetracked. That is so annoying when the screen's not big enough. Well, that's not too bad. Its intensity is a little high, but yeah, it's not too bad. Just means some people won't be able to ride it. It's not a bad thing. It just has its little limitations. No. Let's see. I always like to build the Crazy Caterpillar because it's remarkably simple. I've even built it from hand on my own without really needing any instruction, which is quite nice, actually, if you ask me. If you know how to build a roller coaster from scratch, then you're good. Now, if you know how to build one from the pre-made roller coasters, then you are a boss. You are the boss. A real boss. Alright, where can we put this? Okie dokie. Not there. I don't think. Can we? We're gonna have to flatten some land, but other than that... Okay, do it right there. Okay, I got a marker. Make a nice little garden. Right underneath it. Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing that I have to point out is that in Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, you don't need land. You don't need to lift the land up just so that way you can put a roller coaster at an elevated level. No, you can just. What you can do is just press a certain amount of buttons and do it that way. Or key in a certain thing. Which I thought was actually very easy. I prefer it that way, but not everything you can get is for free. Or without development and trial and error. That works better. So we'll just... Just lower this land down. Makes it nice when it's even. Everything is even. Oh, so now everything starts breaking down at once. Oh, it's funny when you really bug people when you just simply plop them in one spot and tell them, oh, you can't go anywhere, because they follow the path and they can't go anywhere because of that. You just plop them on one part of the map and just irritate the living daylights out of them. It's great sometimes. Let's figure out the layout. I think this will be perfect. Let's see. And while this is getting ready, I didn't really think about it. Should just let people come and go from there. Just let one mechanic roam around. That's all I do. I just let him be. Just so that way, if he happens to be in the area, then he can actually help. And not be useless like everybody else. There we go. Catter. Nope. Pillar. There we go. Unless, of course, no, that's not how it's spelled. It's not spelled with 2 T's. It's spelled with a T. It's like Jay-Z. No. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. That just doesn't work at all. Pardon me. So now we have the wall, and I don't now realize I don't have that. That is not. Now it's open. Alright. We'll start off with a simple flower bed. Well, first, we gotta make it all connectable. Just so that way people don't get confused so darn easily, because in this game, oh my goodness, people get lost and confused so easily, and it is irritating. It's like that one captain from Battleship. Pretty much. The fact that you know that infuriates me beyond words. It's something like that. Like, it just infuriates me sometimes. And I hate it. Because it's like, well, there's a simple way to do it. And they're looking at the map going, I'm lost. It's like, well, of course you're lost. You're not looking at the map right. You say you're here, but you're actually right here. Like, literally saying, like, on the map. He says that he's right here. Like, he's lost. He's right here, but he thinks he's right over here. Yeah, that... Can't fix stupid, I know. It's ridiculous. If you could fix stupid, you'd put the right nuts and bolts in there and actually make it work. And people are starting to like the whiplash, so that's good. Oh yes, that is very good. If they like the roller coasters, then you know what? That's a good thing. It's nearly perfect. If it went completely around and started off and ended right here with this kind of garden, then it would just been perfect. I just put a wide assortment of everything. I don't ever put one thing alone. Oops. Of course, I do make exceptions. On occasion. Whatever. That was not intentional, but it sure was kind of interestingly funny. And it's kind of interesting, though, when some people who really, they let things go. They kind of have the whole, like, or in other words, people who really don't care, they have the whole way of thinking that, oh, like whatever. Like, when they try to tell time, in a manner of speaking. Because my sister, she has a clock that pretty much where all the numbers at the bottom of the clock and the hands are pretty much empty. Or the hand that it has the hands, but it's not pointing at anything other than what it would be looking like on an actual clock. But it just says whatever. Yes, I love that. That's the kind of clock that I'd love. Except fancier. And that will be for maybe a little statue if I could fit it in there. Now I can't see the scenery. Now I can't see the ride again. Now I can't see anything. Maybe a little fountain. No, wait. Oh, that'll work. And there we go. Some scenery. So, yeah, a little garden. Oh, finally, the information kiosk. Always put one somewhere where there's a corner, because then it's easier. People tend to get lost on the double side, but at the same time, it's like, yeah. And this is where I managed to succeed most of the time in this game. Is where I pretty much just have the information kiosk in the middle. And of course, if some people do this, as I said before, leave a comment. It lets me know if I'm alone in this little mind to mind. Yeah, just put it in the middle and put the food in here. That's why I call it a food court. Of course, later on, well, anyway, since now we can do, well, I don't do it. I might just let the customers roam free and be done with it. So that way they'll have free range to anywhere they want to go. And yeah, I might lose a couple. Oh. There, problem solved. But what the? How'd they get there? Oh, jeez. I'm a moron. Best value park. That's brilliant. I'll raise this up just a little bit. Wow, from the last $1,000 we had, the last $1,000 I've had, I've actually got now raised $2,500. Yeah, I'm quite content with that. We'll just lower this land for the food court in here. Oh, too big. Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead, apparently. So now it's too big. And that's going to cost me money. But I'll be alright. So what I can just do is just lower the land that I need to use, and I'll just leave it alone. Or I'll just lower the land one way or another, make it look neat. Alright, now this is where it gets expensive, but it's worth it. Put all the food places in one area. Color really doesn't matter, really, it doesn't. Especially with the ice cream parlors, it really does not matter what color it is, because, I mean, the way I see it is it's just a color, and the AI are not really, well, intelligent, if you ask me. I mean, they're smart to know where to go and what to do, but it's like, they're just AI who want to ride roller coasters, barf, and then go on another one. And then just go home. Oh yeah, that's what they love to do. Irritate us, folks. We'll go with green this time, just because, well, why not? There we go. Oh, I ran out of money. Now nearly $40,000 in debt. But it will be worth it. Yeah, I'll just let them roam free. So we got like, what? Oh goodness, 450 people in this park. And it's usually around this time that I'm usually winning. Oh goodness. Yeah, we're gonna need some handymen. I always put them like this, basically where they're in a designated area and they just don't leave that area. And it may be expensive towards like just simply just drawing it out and just doing it ahead of time, but it's like, to me it's worth it because it will present your park in a good way. Oh, that's going a little too far. Alright, there we go. Oh, I forgot to take the, whoops. It's better just to do it this way, my opinion. Just so that way, as I said, it presents your park the right way. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I guess I gotta get another one. But this guy will be designated to this area. Oh my gosh. Now I got people who are just being buttheads. Because I'm just going to use the mouse here. This little part right here where the trash can's literally outward, it's like people will violate the park just for no reason, because they can. So one thing I'm definitely going to overdo. My goodness, what is wrong with me? I am going to overlap some spots so that way they'll be more secure. And there we go. I'll just do it that way. One starts where one ends. Wait a minute. Just realized I'm going overboard again. Just a teeny bit overboard. A bit. But this is the one thing I don't like about big amusement parks, is that people tend to get lost very easily. And I know I brought this up earlier, but trust me, you just can't stress this enough. People tend to get very lost very easily. And it is extremely annoying. Alright. Might as well have a handyman designated to here. Pretty much just going to be emptying the trash wherever that be, or may be, and flowers. Just to keep them healthy. Now, how to make this pretty? Of course, you can do it like this. And actually, the best part is you can win a lot of awards for a very nice, beautiful park. So it's definitely a good idea to make a park with a nice garden in it. It really does. It really pays off. That's the beautiful thing about this game. It really rewards you when you do things right. When you don't do things right and you just want to kill people, well, then I suggest you not play this game, because you're not going to get anybody to kill after a while. You're going to just want them to start all over and just do it all over again, which is fun, but you want to do it on some rides, so you got to hold back for a while. I've done it a couple times. Do I like it? No, not really, because it defeats the purpose of the game. So, yeah. Wow, we've actually gained money. And if anybody ever says to me, you need to be an amusement park manager, no. There's not enough money in the world to make me want to work as an amusement park manager or any manager of any kind. I just, no. The answer is no. I'd like to be the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. Now, that'd be quite funny. Actually, it'd be quite something that I would want to do. That's what I want. But not everybody gets what they want. So now you see that I'm making lots and lots of money by doing that. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Of course, the silly part is advertising. Now, that's the tricky part. So, yeah. That is the biggest part in this whole amusement park fiasco. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. I want to see what it does around this bend. Didn't really watch it. Smooth, not so smooth, and really hard. everybody's, yeah, I should just call this place Buckland. Everything here's a buck. Just about. Ooh, that's nice. I will put one of these roller coasters. I'll be making another one myself, but put one right here in this area. I prefer to spread things out just a little bit, not focus in one area. Unless, of course... Really? I can't? Ah. A tree's in the way. And not enough money. Oh. Buggered hole. Start off with this. Usually people like these roller coasters, that's mainly why. Shuttle loop. Beautiful thing about this is the fact that I'm actually recording this on one computer and actually playing this on another computer. I'm not doing this on the same computer. That's what I find is interesting about it. Why does it keep doing that? Oh. Oh, hedge maze. Now that's just, ugh. That is tricky. That is very tricky to make. I mean, it's not hard. It's just, it takes a lot of time to make it. That's very annoying. Anyway. Alright, we're through September. Nearly through September. We'll just work our way through it. Always keep an eye on these things. The weekly profits, the park value. If it goes up, that's good. Now, this, not as important, but it's still a good idea to keep an eye on. Mostly keep an eye on this. If you see a lot of pluses and you see that you're making money, then you know what, you're doing very good. Free, of course. Ugh, you know what, I'll just give them a free ride for the time being. Because then they'll tell people, oh, that ride was great. And then they'll just keep going, keep coming. Of course, I'm losing $72 per hour on this roller coaster for now. $0.50. Take it or leave it, buddy boy. But yeah, they always tend to like this roller coaster. If they don't scream, that means they hate it. They hate it with a vengeance. Oh, they always have to complain. Oh, good grief. Good grief. I just made it. It was like 3,500. Now it's 9,500. Good grief. Made over $5,000 in profits just from that. And what is the goal of this entire game? 500 guests, got that, with by October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. Yeah. Yeah, I've just blown that out of the water in the first year. And we're not even done yet. Good grief. Seriously. I might just put this into segments. Year 1, Year 2, Year 3. Oh man, that'd be interesting. Now the big part is just paying off the loan. Because I'm paying, well, that's not much, $62, but it's like, that's money I don't want to spend. It's like one of those bills that you have to pay that you just don't really want to pay for at all, but you know you have to. Yeah, I'll just start with shops and stalls, and then get rides later. And with maximum funding, it helps. It really helps. Yeah, because if you pay for minimum, yeah, you get what you pay for, and it's annoying. Let's see how much I'm paying for. Oh, paying for staff wages. That was the last one, $649. Yeah. That's not much. And they're getting paid like $55 a month. Mechanics, $35 a month for handyman, $35, $45 for security guards. These guys are not around yet, so I'm going to bring one out. Might discourage them from breaking the law. Tigger the Tiger. It'd be quite interesting if these guys just started fighting for no reason. It'd be like a mascot war almost. It'd be kind of interesting, but at the same time, it'd be kind of like, why the hell are they fighting? They work here. One here. The other one will be later on. For now, we just work with it. If they start fighting, they're both fired. Well, actually, they'll be sacked. They'll be sacked. Oh yes. It's not as bad, but it's just the same. It's really bad. It just doesn't sound like it's bad. Oops. Bumped my arm. Yeah, there's no way I'm buying that. It's just no. Not happening. Oh, haunted house. That is perfect. Oh, excuse me. Put more rides here. No. Entrance goes here. You did not feel it inside here, you think? Yeah, I don't like this. I have to elevate it just so that way it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't like it. But I know I have to because it's the only way to do it. Yeah. Where are we in the month? Okay, so we're there. Let's see, can I put music into it? Really? I can't? Oh, I can. Cool. Oh my goodness, it's so creepy. Oh. Like, I care. I'm not there. Let's see. No. Summer seems more suitable. Wow, 96% popularity. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Profit. Merchandising. Adorable. Wow, we're not doing too bad, actually. Oh, well, we were. Let's see. Well, of course it's not making any money right now. It's just opened. Normally I don't do that. I don't normally put a exit into the food court, but not getting much. Made a pretty good profit. 31st. Yep. Might just leave it as a segment. Yep. Save it here. No, don't save it.